still go to our next day excursion, one, because it was paid for. So we went anyway.
Expensive.
Expensive.
Mahogany bed.
So the elephant is still in the room. We're really not discussing it, but we're just trying to get past it. I didn't tell him at the time, but this is how I was feeling on the inside. I was feeling like, dang, I was just on vacation mode, trying to be myself, which, you know, I cuss. I don't cuss a lot like a sailor, but I do cuss. And he knew that up front.
You cussing was not the issue. The issue was saying that one word to a lady that you just met. That's the only thing I had.
So now I was nervous.
I cursed too.
I was on the inside feeling like, dang, I need to be cautious of my behavior, everything that I do. I mean, I didn't tell you that, but that's how I was feeling. That's how I was feeling.
Okay.
Because I don't want this guy who I'm stuck here with now, because I can't get off this ship, to be judging me any further than how I felt like he judged me already the night before. So I'm being timid, and I'm trying to sort of fix it, because we're here. First time we had an argument, to me I think so, and I'm really at a loss of what I'm supposed to do, but we got to deal with it, because I can't get another room, he can't get another room, we're on a cruise ship, we can't sleep far apart because the room's already tight. You gonna sleep in the bathroom? No. So we're dealing with it. I'm insecure about how I'm feeling. He is, I thought, to me, from my point of view, it looked like you were just still moving with emotions. Did you have something going on in the inside? I don't know, but you just seemed like you were just moving, and I thought you were feeling okay with it. I don't know what you felt on the inside.
I just, like I said,
being a man.
You did not. We were not going to get anywhere. You stuck to your point of view. I still believe what I believe. I was like, we just move on. Just move on with the vacation.
So you doing a man thing? Just move on. We just got
just
over
move
it.
on.
But I'm doing a woman thing, and I'm harboring. I'm analyzing what the heck what I need to do today. You know. So now I'm sipping. We on a whole excursion where we should be able to drink. We have a good time. I didn't even do a Bloody Mary that day. I didn't even do a Bloody Mary that day.
We had to get off the ship.
Okay, but that never stopped me.
That was the first stop.
That was the first stop? Okay.
Yeah.
So we are on the beach. We having a good time, but we're not discussing what happened.
Can we talk about the?
Okay, you want to get? Because I want to talk about it because we have an issue right now. We were having the issue. That was the bad part. We were having an issue. Right. So we were struggling that day. You didn't know you were struggling. You didn't because you had moved on. But I was a woman. I was all in my feelings still because I was like, we're not having a good time because I couldn't be myself.
This cabana that we got.
Okay, so we had a cabana.
A
private cabana on the beach. It was like $400. It was really nice though. It was worth it. He didn't think that it was worth it before we got there because he was like, $400. We're gonna be there for 6 hours.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
A lot of money.
But there was nobody else allowed in our chairs, in our hammocks, on our patio. We had our own restroom. We had our own.
They didn't have our own restroom.
Huh?
Every restroom for everybody. It just happened to be behind our cabana.
Well, it was right behind our cabana, and it was never full.
It was never full. That was clean.
We had our own shower. We did. We had our own. It was air conditioned on the inside too, and then we had our own server. So I think it was well worth the $400. You know, it was $369 plus tax. I think it was well worth it. You don't think it was well worth it? Even what we did.
Even the AC was lacking. Like it still got warm in there a little bit.
When did it get warm? When did it get warm?
It wasn't as cold as I would have liked it to be. But
we were on a beach in the heat.
I thoroughly enjoyed the cabana. Though.
But when did it get warm though?
Toward the end of the day.
But how? What were you doing?
You know.
No, I don't.
You don't know what we were doing in the cabana? Oh.
That was we. You work up a sweat doing activities.
Why so many trucks on the highway?
You watching the highway. Okay. Well, you brought it up. It got warm. I didn't know it got warm. That was the only time I saw you sweat was when you were exercising.
Oh, tell about the beach, the water, how deep it got.
So, that was because I can't swim, that was a negative for that. It was beautiful. The lifeguard, we had our own lifeguard. We did have our own lifeguard. He told me that the beach where we were, because it was our own little isolated beach area that was roped off just for us. He said it was like 4 or 5 feet deep. I was like, cool, that's nice. I could get in there and walk around, swim a little, play around, because as long as it's a mental thing for me as far as swimming. If I can stand up in it, I can swim in it. But the moment that I have to tread water, in my mind, I'm sinking like a log. He went out in the water first, stepped out, and you tell you. You're you. You tell
that was a steep drop off. It went from chest high to like, I couldn't feel the bottom. And I was like, nah, this is... And then the lifeguard was like, oh, it's only, that little part there. But once you get past that, it goes back up to like 4 or 5 feet.
He lied. He must have been a lifeguard for the day. They had just
drowned. You couldn't believe what he said. He went out there and just
because everybody else who was in there, a lot of people did not go out there because they without the floaties. I didn't see anybody out there without the little flotation devices, because it just had a massive drop of a never-ending hole. It was just a hole, bottomless hole. So we can go beyond that. So we didn't get in the water. We kind of hung out, looking in the water, getting a tan, got in the hammock. It was a good relaxing day, considering we have had a battle the night before, right? Yeah, I'm still on it. Because I'm still on it. It felt like it. You were move on, because men just move on. Men argue and move on.
We were not getting anywhere. We were still disagreeing. Well, we're just going to keep arguing all day? No, let's move on and just agree to disagree. That's it.
So, that is over with. We got in the lift chairs. We head back to the ship. I was like, you know what? We had a good day. We relaxed. We had a good time. We exercised in the cabana. So we were back on board. But I still was hesitant about drinking, so I felt a little uneasy. We went to eat. We're at the dinner eating. No. This was Anytime Dining, I think.
Okay.
We just went to Anytime Dining at this point. And I didn't realize until after the fact, but because I felt uneasy about drinking and being myself, I had really shut down and stopped being the affectionate. I'm not an extrovert, but he thinks I'm an extrovert. I'm an introvert. So I had stopped being the extrovert, the affectionate person that I had been towards him since we met. And he thought that I had...
Cold.
I was cold as ice.
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold. So what did you think you thought? You told me.
I thought you were over it. The relationship, the newly found relationship. I was like, she over there already, man. She treated me cold. She's short with me. I was like, man, whatever. So at that dinner,
go ahead.
That little one incident where you got mad at me for taking one picture of you and then whooped that trick shirt at dinner.
On Elegant Night, that he thought was hilarious. It tickled him. He had made me get all this Grizzly attire so we could support the Grizzlies. The game was that night. Guess who didn't have on anything Grizzly on Elegant Night? You.
Oh.
You didn't wear anything Grizzly, but you had me wearing this Grizzly.
It wasn't playing on TV that night.
But you made me get stuff for Grizzlies, and my Grizzly.
You look nice in it too.
No, you thought it was comical. That's why you wanted me.
I'm glad I didn't get one. That trick shirt.
So I had on Elegant Night. Now you got all these not elderly, but they were older, more established people who think that you need, if it says fine dining, you need to be elegantly dressed.
You don't have to.
He had on some shorts, but it was like short pants that were like, a polo shirt and some shorts. So that's kind of casual, elegant, casual. You look nice. I'm coming up here.
Too.
Me being cute that has nothing to do with me having on a whoop that trick. Not even whoop that trick. It was that. D-A-T. And then trick, which is a curse word to older people.
Them old white folk don't know what that means.
Quit saying color.
Okay, them old folk don't know what that means.
So it goes, and he wanted me to stand up so that people could see me. He could see me standing up in front of him, but he wanted me to out into the aisle where everybody already looking at me with this shirt on, and he thought it was hilarious, and I just got frustrated because I was uncomfortable, and I was uncomfortable all the way around from the night before that he didn't want to talk about again. But that kind of made him shut down when I was like, I don't want to take any more pictures. He shut down and started looking at a phone that didn't even have internet.
He had pictures.
That didn't even have, I didn't know what you were doing. It just seemed like you just shut down for me and you were scrolling on your phone during dinner.
I shut down.
So then I got up, whispered in his ear some things, and I just walked off. And I didn't see him anymore for the rest of the day. So that night, I was fire hot.
Fire flames were coming. Flames. I was getting toasted. And I deserved it. So I deserved that.
I was fire hot.
I owned up to me not be shut down. I owned up to it. I was wrong 100%. So I took all of that. And I deserved it. So
you did.
And I apologize.
You were accountable for all your behavior.
Yes.
And then I didn't notice at the time, but once you told me I was being cold, I realized, you know what? I didn't hug him. I didn't show any affection. I always be trying to attack you every time I see you. I be, look at him arms. Look at him arms. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm always attacking you every time I see you. So that was like different for you. And I didn't acknowledge that because I was all in my head trying to, if you could hear the thoughts, it was like, okay, step forward, walk, don't make eye contact, don't cuss anybody out, don't say a curse
word. You should always not just cuss anybody out. It shouldn't be something you be like, I shouldn't cuss anybody out.
I didn't cuss that person out of hatred. I cussed her out of love.
It's the optics.
It was your optics.
Loud and people turned their head.
That didn't have anything to do with that conversation.
It's just not.
If those same people had, okay, it was not ladylike.
See, we can't agree. We cannot agree.
Yes, we agree. So if those same people had heard the things that she was saying to me about you, then they probably would have been angry. I'm not an angry drinker. So
you are not.
So the things that she was saying, any other person would have a whole attitude. Look, he is mine. Don't say this about him anymore, with the neck and everything. Eyeballs, the finger. They would have been all in it.
Why are we going back to that?
Okay, my bad. I'm still touched, ain't I? Okay, so let's move forward. So after he's acknowledged how his behavior was, I realized my behavior was really awful as far as me not treating him the way that I always treated you. I did. I remembered.
I know, but we done skipped over a whole daggone excursion. The cave tubing. There was a cave tubing. You done skipped over that because the next day was Mr. Sancho.
Yeah, but we ain't got to that yet. We still on that night.
The next day was Mr. Sancho.
Oh, snap.
I'm saying we skipped over.
Okay, it don't matter. We finna tell this story. It's too confusing now.
So after you got right,
cruises are too confusing.
We'll just backtrack real quick.
Okay.
After you
tell this.
After I think Gigi's was that night. We had the Cabana. Gigi's that night. Next day was Belize. And Belize was the cave tubing. So we did the cave tubing that day. It was something that you thought you'd never do. It was fun. It was interesting. You didn't get bit by mosquitoes. You didn't get attacked by snakes. So you were safe. We also drank rum that day.
We did.
Bought some rum and some Coke.
Okay.
Some Belizean rum or something we drank. And some Coke. It was good. Then that night was when this thing came on with the dinner, the whoop that trick.
Okay, so now we're done with that. Right. See, that was nothing. That was nothing to tell. We went on the excursion.
We went on a cave excursion on inner tubes. We've been drugged through a cave by a dude that pulling us backwards.
Okay.
He pulled us backwards through the gate. Talking about some, look at this. We can't look, man. You pulling us backwards.
We were going backwards.
Huh?
It was just foreshadow because we were going backwards. we were going backwards. We were going backwards.
Finally turned us around, but we was halfway through the damn excursion.
No, you didn't understand that.
What?
It was symbolic of our relationship. We were going backwards.
At that time?
He was pulling us backwards, but we were going backwards.
Ooh.
See? We were going backwards.
We were going backwards.
We had a tender meet. We were good. We were on vacation. Now all of a sudden we about to break up. We about to break up. We just started going with each other. We were going backwards. It was symbolic. We were meant to be on there.
That's what happened that day. We was going backwards that day.
Yeah.
It continued on into the night.
Yes.
Wow.
See, you didn't think about that. That's deep. Thank you. Let it marinate. So now back to where we were. So we're accountable for everything that we did wrong, and we looked at each other that morning after he woke me up and said, because I told him I was done with him. He shouldn't have brought me this far to mistreat me.
Shooting flames.
I was fire hot.
Yeah.
I needed. I was shooting flames.
You were.
And your voice was a little high. You said you were sorry, but at that point I didn't care. I did not care.
You ain't got that point, yeah.
And I said, you can go to the beach tomorrow by yourself. Because it was supposed to be going to Mr. Sancho's in Cozumel. He can go by himself at that point.
And I was gonna go that morning because you were not planning on going.
No, I was asleep.
I woke up, got ready, and woke you up, and had to beg you to come with me.
Like Keith Sweat.
I was Keith Sweat, baby.
Somebody else, baby, please, baby.
Baby, please come with me, baby, please.
Who said that? Who is that? That's a song too. But please, baby. You don't know. So anywho, I was glad he did it. But I went, and that was so good. So much fun. So we took a picture together because people thought we looked cute together. So we took a picture, and she said, "Put your head on him, look at him in the face." And he took advantage of that. That was we've been tumultuous for about 2 days at this time, a day and a half for sure.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Woo.
Riding the waves.
Riding the waves, literally. We
on this cruise, riding the waves.
Riding the waves.
And when she told us to look at each other because she was taking our picture, he took advantage of the opportunity and kissed me in the mouth. Now we've been arguing, and he kissed me, and everything just melted away. I was back. He was back. We were happy again. He said it'll never happen again. What just transpired that day and a half. And I said the same thing. We're gonna choose not violence. We're gonna choose.
Say it.
We chose love. I think we chose love. Yeah. So we were good. For the rest of the trip, it was good. Mrs. Sancho's was awesome. Good. It was just perfect. It was perfect.
Good. We drinks, but we had fun. Good food.
Good unlimited drinks, unlimited food.
Swim up bars.
It was
just nice.
A lot of couples there.
We took the picture in the sand. I still had sand all in my crotch. When I get back to the ship.
Okay. It was a lot of sand.
All in the swimming pool and everything. How did it was still in there?
I don't know. You took your pants off, and it's the whole
sand.
You could have made a sand castle for a very small village.
I said, what the hell? Yeah, take a nice shower.
And we kind of coasted from there. Just everything was good. It was just good. Everything was positive. We lost the whole day arguing, but we gained everything up for the remainder of the trip, and it went by so fast.
Wow.
So fast.
Extremely fast. Yeah.
It was perfect.
Perfecto.
You're perfect.
No, I'm not, because obviously I don't agree.
Perfect for me. Perfect for me.
I don't agree with you and the use of the F word when you're drinking. Miss Cece come out. We still ain't on the same page.
We're on the same page as far as, Yeah,
that's how
but
you are.
but then I said
That's what makes you you.
But I'm saying I won't do that and say that
I hope you won't do that when you're not around me. That's what I'm trying to say. Cursing people out like that. If that's your friend and y'all got that understanding, I still wouldn't want you to say it out loud like that. But if y'all got that understanding, cool. But if it's somebody you just met, you know. Anyway, see, we don't agree on that subject. That's just my point.
Well, we still together. We still standing.
Together. Strong. How many days now?
From the 6th. What is today? The 14th? No, today's 15th. Because the cruise was to the 14th, so today's the 15th.
15th. So 9 days.
9 days in.
9 days strong.
Hey, 9 days to win.
Tested. 9 days to win.
Supposed to be like, until forever, dear.
I didn't get
missed it. Just try again. 9 days to win.
To forever.
Say it with your chest. But yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So today's the day that we are headed back home to Memphis, Tennessee. He's so sad. He act like we don't live
I gotta go back to work.
He act like we don't live a little bit away from one another, maybe like 20 minutes at the most. He's like, I don't know, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna miss you. It's gonna be 2 weeks.
It's gonna be 2 weeks.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be that long.
You're gonna go put in all these work hours.
Yeah. Let's talk about that bill. So let's talk about that cruise bill.
You actually saved money when you think about it. Because you would have paid $500 for the drink package. You are $450.
So waking up every morning enjoying those beautiful, lovely, tasty Bloody Margaritas. No, Bloody Marys. They set the mood for my entire day. You know, starting at 7 o'clock drinking and ending your day at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on some days.
We left the food in the refrigerator.
They can clean it out.
It just hit me. I don't know why I thought about that.
It's
the spice. Bloody Mary spice. I thought about the food.
Oh, from the food from yesterday.
That was good food.
But
anyway, the
bill comes, you know, because we have entered the last day of the cruise. And I get my bill. He told me to check it every day, but of course I wasn't checking it. I was drinking. At the end of the day, I didn't even know my name. You know, I don't know if I was Shaka or CC, as you say. You know, but at the end of I got a bill. My bill was $570, and there still was some transactions that needed to go down. So my total bill ended up being $577. Now that's a sign of an alcohol.
That wasn't your whole. That was alcohol.
Okay, so tips were included.
You spent about $300 in alcohol. But you would have paid
in 1 week.
You would have paid $450 for the drink package total. So you would have saved. But I think you would need the package in the future, definitely.
Forever.
Right, because you're not checking your bills, so you could have easily spent more than that.
I would have.
But yeah, especially we didn't bring drinks on ourselves. You probably.
Well, what is this illegal activity that you talking about? What you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's only illegal if you get caught. So
you did.
But you ended up saving money in the end.
Yeah, sort of. But yeah. So the bill, but it was well worth it. I think, you know, that was a very test. It was a strong test to our relationship.
Strong.
It forced us to deal with an issue that we needed to deal with. Because I think if we both were here in Memphis, you would have walked away, I would have walked away. I wouldn't have called you, you wouldn't have called me, you would have blocked me, you would have went back on Tinder and talked crap about I don't know what you would have done. But I would have walked away because I'm a runner. If things don't work out, I'm gonna leave out early. There's no need to sit there and wait. Just walk away. But it forced us to make it work. I'm glad it did. Cause look at me.
Look at that smile.
Look at me. No, let me do the smile I was doing for the remainder.
That's that mischievous look right there. Like something's going on with her. Why she looking like that?
That's the face you make. That's the face you make. Yeah, but that's the face you make when you know you done annoyed that man's soul for 8 days strong, and he's just sitting over her like I gotta take it because I like her, and I'm just.
So why you looking like that?
I said because you're perfect. Anywho, any last words? That's my summation of it.
So your overall
First time
cruising.
I gave it an A-. Yeah. All the things that I'm scared of for cruising, as far as claustrophobia, being afraid of water, motion sickness, whatever that I thought was going to happen, it didn't happen. I went in thinking, we were going to have the best time of our lives. Midweek, I thought, oh, this is the worst. You're the worst person. But after we made up, it still became the best time of that's the best vacation of my life.
Woo! And you've never said that before.
I'm saying it now.
Oh, wow. You've been on a lot of vacations. You got two coming up this
You ain't got to talk about my life.
You stuck working.
You're perfect.
You ain't going nowhere.
You're perfect.
I got to wait till September.
You're perfect. So I guess I'll record another one in September for your birthday.
All right.
Look, hashtag, if we make it. Just kidding.
If we survive.
Whatever.
The summer.
We will.
The summer.
Well, the way you have been wearing these hot boy thought shorts, you might not make it.
I work for you.
And I loved every minute of it. Woo! Thought shorts. Show that thing.
What about some Speedos next time?
And that concludes this. You got anything you want to add?
No, this was I told you already.
This was cruise number 16 for him.
They're easily top 5 cruises I've ever been on. Easily pushing for that top 3. It was a great time. It was a roller coaster up and down, but overall, it was a great trip. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. So I'm happy.
Your face don't look happy.
I think it made us stronger.
We strong in this thing.
We were tested like none other.
We are strong.
And we survived. So
in the ebonically world. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I think that's a word. Ebonics.
So ebonically.
Yeah. You ain't going nowhere. That's the ebonics.
I ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. Ishaka for life.
For life? Did I do that right?
That'd be like a gun.
Oh.
Shoot a gun?
It's like for life or something.
That's that was an L, but that's a
the
that's
L
a gun.
For life. For life.
That's an L, yeah. You had it like that.
Well, I'm driving.
Thank you.